Hello, I'm Justin with Strange Glow Video, and welcome to a behind-the-scenes look of the making of Kip Marshall's Ultimate 84 Moogly Decals. Here we see Kip add a retarder to the ink. This additive helps slow the drying rate without changing the viscosity or the color of the ink. It must be thoroughly mixed to ensure an even consistency. Kip then adds a thinner which speeds up the drying time of the ink. This is done to create a balanced drying rate. We don't want the ink to dry in the mesh of the screen, but we don't want extended drying times after the printing has been completed. Here we see Kip using a waterproof plastic tape to cover the edges of the screen where the emulsion may not be perfect. This ensures the print area only goes into the desired location. In many instances, a printer may choose to use masking tape to reduce costs. For those of you who are not familiar with screen printing, there are several steps to prepare the screen. Each color requires its own screen. A separation of each color is printed off onto a transparent or translucent material. A screen is coated with a photosensitive emulsion in a darkroom. Once the emulsion has dried, one of the color separations will be placed onto the screen. The print area is protected by the separation. A light is used to expose the emulsion around the print image. The separation is removed and the print area is washed clear of the unexposed emulsion using high-pressured water. Once this dries, the screen is nearly ready for printing. Ink is added to the screen after the print alignment area is set up. A squeegee is used to push the ink through the screen. At first, the print area is flooded with ink, and then several passes are made with the squeegee to ensure an even print is created. The screen is flooded between prints to protect it from drying in any of the finely detailed areas. These could be cleaned up with solvents, but typically you don't want to use solvents on your screen while actively printing. As each of these prints are completed, they are set aside to dry. This process repeats until everything that needs to be printed with the color red is done. Here we see Kip going to hang a print to dry. The next print has been lined up to print, and here it goes. A couple of passes to make sure the quality meets Kip's standard. Once the print quality meets Kip's standard, the screen is flooded again between prints. And finally, we will take a look at another angle of the printing. This process is very satisfying to watch. After a quick check, Kip decides to do another pass at this one. And this time it looks good. Here's a handful of prints slowly drying, waiting for the next color. After we're done printing with red inks, it's time for a little bit of cleanup. Every bit of ink that can be saved is put back into its container to be used again later. These are high quality inks that are very expensive, so it's important to prevent waste. A solvent is used to remove the ink from the screen. Once it's cleaned to Kip's satisfaction, the tape is removed and the screen is set aside for later use. Screens can be used many times over and over, assuming they are properly cleaned. Once a print job is complete, that screen can be reclaimed to be used for a new design at a later time. If the mesh becomes damaged, it can easily be replaced. Kip is using an aluminum frame, which provides extra stability. Wooden frames are also commonly used, but can be susceptible to warping over long-term usage. Once the red ink has dried, it's time to move on to the black ink. The alignment of the second layer is very important to ensure it prints correctly. Once the alignment is correct, it's time to print. Kip adds the black ink to the screen. He follows the same process of flooding the screen and then printing the image. Sometimes a second or third pass is made to create a high-quality print and ensure a consistent print image. The screen is flooded between each print to protect it from drying out. Each print is set aside to dry. Black is the final color in this print, and it's very satisfying to watch one be completed. Here we see Kip take this print to dry. He carefully aligns the next sheet of vinyl for printing. On this particular print, Kip notices an area on the first pass that he doesn't like. He shows me the spot and decides to do another pass. After this pass, he's satisfied with the print, where he goes and hangs it to dry next to the other. Once the prints have dried, Kip uses an X-Acto knife to cut them out. This allows him to mirror the handcrafted images seen in the original Ghostbusters film. A transfer tape is applied for easier application of the finished decal. Kip packs all the kits by hand to create the finished product. Each of the kits includes a driver's side door, passenger door, and rear door. Individual prints are also available in limited quantities. There is also a download available that includes the Ghostbusters 2 logo seen on the Ecto 1A and the Moogly logo seen on the Ecto 1 at the beginning of the film. These are intended to be printed on your own at your choice of printer. Please check out ultimate84.com to find pricing and more information. Thanks for joining us for this behind-the-scenes look at Ultimate 84. I hope you like what you saw. Please like and subscribe, and let us know what you think in the comments.